Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
There we go. I'm unmuted. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday show. Welcome to everyone that is listening and tuning in and that's going to listen later. I appreciate everyone who comes and has a listen to the show. This week, I have something I'm going to be trying for the very first time, so hopefully it works out. I've got a little surprise since we're kicking off the month of December, and I guess it's the season of giving gifts, right? So I've got something special. Let me go into the comments. I think I found out how to do this on my own. Janice, you did. Welcome, and I'm so glad you did, because you came up in my mind when I have this surprise coming up later. So I'm really excited to see that you are in the chat room. Yay! For anyone that is listening for the first time, or maybe I've not brought it up, I just want everyone to know this show is in dedication of a very special lady that I used to love listening to her show, and her name was Charlene Simpson McCain, and she had a show called The Paranormal and the Sacred, and I used to listen to that every Sunday. And so whenever I prepare for the show, or I'm just gathering information during the week, she's always the first person that comes up in my mind, and I remember her fondly. And I know just because that I'm bringing her up right now, she is aware of that, because she since has passed away. It was sad, very early. It wasn't from old age, but it was so it's just in her honor I do the show. I also want to bring up in honor of Grace Wall. She's our spirit moderator. I love that title. So Grace is the one who, makes sure everything in the room and everyone in the room that I don't see, they are cooperating for the show and they don't wreak havoc on my equipment or with me. So she does a very good job. Oh, show comments. Thank you, Dave. Dave's at work, so he's like giving me support from work. So I'm going to click on that, and I see I've got some hellos to say. Wide and big. There we go. Everyone's on the screen now. Thank you, honey. Blake's in the house. Welcome, welcome, Blake. And I saw Lynette was here. Hi, girl. Welcome. Bee's here too. Oh, can you tell? I don't know. Like, is everyone tired? I am so tired. I keep sleeping, and I want to sleep some more. I had a hard time this morning getting going. And even my good bud Christopher, he said he took caffeine. Caffeine is not normally something he does, but he said, I had to have caffeine today, Claudette. So I had to giggle because that's unusual for Christopher. I don't know what it is. And I think tomorrow is the full moon, and I'm just kind of dreading it because for me, whenever there's a full moon, I don't sleep good. And I feel like I'm not getting enough sleep right now because I'm so tired. It could be just maybe not enough sun, right? It has been really like overcast. It's quite humid here. It's really strange. Like the snow's melting. Heather is in the house. Welcome, Heather. Everyone's happy you're here. So, you can tell when the sun pokes through the clouds and you're just like, oh my God, there's the sun. You feel like you're going to go, oh, here's the sun. So it could be that we're lacking that. And I think I'm not very science-based, but I'm sure that the air pressure is probably affecting us because intuitively that's what I kept hearing in my mind was like, why am I so tired? And I kept hearing, it's the air pressure, Claudette. Hi, Corey. Yes. Good to see you. And I'm going to see you in person here later on, too, this month. So I had a very fun, very jam-packed birthday weekend. Of course, I was fitting in buying crystals and then meeting my family. I have a couple of family members that live in Edmonton, so I was trying to squeeze that in and also squeeze in family time with Ben and Dave. So it was just like, I don't know why, but this vacation, this little getaway trip seemed like, oh my goodness, it's just so tiring. I got funny stories for you. So I said, so I told everybody I'd shut the store at 3, which I did, but I wasn't ready to go at 3. Like in your best laid plans, that's what's going to happen. You've got everything, figured out. Well, 3 o'clock came and went. I want to say when we left from Grand Prairie fueling up, it was like 7 o'clock or something. David could correct me in the chat room. I feel like I'm really exaggerating. But I do know we ended up in Edmonton. It was like 1:30. We checked in at 1:30 in the morning. So you can only imagine, you're feeling crappy. You've been in a vehicle like scrunched like this, and you're just really tired. And of course, we got Ben, 17-year-old Ben, and he's just like climbing the walls when we get in the room. And poor David, he's like his punching bag. And it's like, it's all every time we travel with Ben. All of a sudden, Ben turns on Dave, and he's like, wrestling. So we didn't get to bed until Dave says we left Grand Prairie at 7. Okay, so I was right. So poor David, he's kind of looking at me and he's taking it like a dad. And we didn't end up going to sleep that night till like 2:30. My eyes twitching just thinking about it. So the theme of that trip was we didn't get as much sleep as I'd like because the next morning they decided to do fire drills. And it wasn't morning for them, but it was morning for me. And all of a sudden you hear over the loudspeakers, this drill, and this is a drill. Well, we we couldn't make out exactly what they were saying. It wasn't clear enough in our room, but it was very loud. And then, of course, the bells going off. It was just crazy. I was like, really? But then on the other hand, I'm thinking, I do want to get up. I want to enjoy. I'm here. I'm at the mall. I'm at West Edmonton Mall. So we just made the best of it and ended up getting up a little earlier than I think we wanted to. Like, my body wasn't quite ready for it. And we had a full long day. I don't think we crawled into bed till like 1 in the morning that night. And then the next morning, I'm telling you, you pay all this money to stay at this fancy schmancy hotel, and I just don't quite get it. This isn't the first time that I've had my mornings interrupted there. But the next morning, they're literally in the room next to us, like drilling. And they were drilling not just like through drywall. I said to David, it sounded like it was cement. And then he nodded his head and said, yeah, they were drilling through cement, Claudette. So we woke up to cement drilling the next morning. We couldn't catch a break. But I guess it was maybe just that we weren't supposed to stay in bed for half the day and get going and make the most of our time at the mall. Oh, it was a really busy trip. I hardly got anything on the list for crystals like I thought I would. I realized my budget, I spent $1,000 at the crystal show. The box is like this big. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much money you have to spend, how much money I wish I had to bring all the things that I know people go, oh my God, that's so beautiful, right? And of course, I'm thinking about what's in store in the new year. So I didn't want to go crazy, but yeah, I still ended up spending, it was probably, I'm going to say about 3 to 4 hours at the show. Dave, again, I lose track. I mean, you're in there. There are people you have to walk around. You have to wait and make your way to other places. It's the whole hockey arena at West Edmonton Mall. And it's organized, but then it's not. So you think you've seen all the carnelian, but then you get to another section and then there's carnelian in maybe a different shape, or like here it's a sphere and then the generators are over there. So it's very discombobulating. I'm one of these girls like, here's all the carnelian, here's all the opalite. But there it's like, oh, here's all the carvings. And then it's just like tables after table full of like little bits of carvings and all kinds of like major carvings, small carvings. Hey, Rhonda, you made it. Welcome. So I spent, like I said, $1,000, and I got a lot of little bitty pieces because I felt like with the way the economy is right now and how we're all like talking about the price of putting food on our tables and whatnot, I wanted to keep you guys all in mind. Kathy's in the house. Welcome, Kathy. So here, I'm going to put these over on my second camera so you can see. I just brought a few. Like, I still have half the box to do because not all of it is priced yet. So I'm just moving everything to my second camera, and then hopefully these will come through and you can kind of see what I was doing. There's like spheres I bought, but everything is kind of small. I got a ginormous desert rose because someone did ask me for that. So either they get it or someone else is going to get it. And it's beautiful. It's like a total rosette. Like, it looks like a rose. And it's probably like about that big. So I'm excited to get that on, like call the lady, and then we'll see if she wants it. And if she doesn't, someone else is going to have a really beautiful specimen. But let me see what happens here when I add to stage. And we always find this is a better view. So I got a lot of like little bitty skulls. So you can see here. Now oh yeah, this is a black moonstone. And so these are like easy, like to swallow. The price isn't gonna like be too crazy. Whoops, there we go. It's out of focus. I can't look and do this at the same time. There we go. So $21.99. So yeah, really nice. And this one's neat because I handpicked every piece, pouring over them. Sometimes I put something back and trade it in for something else. So I've got this little crystal skull sitting here with a bunch of elite shungite. And then I got some fun stuff. There's even like a little Pokemon figurine carved of stone. I got Mickey Mouse carved of stone. But everything is small and not too big. This is like a little lizard. Where am I? There we are. Isn't he cute? And then even his belly, like the carvings right on, like goes right into detail underneath as well. So yeah, this is another $21.99. Oops, where are we going? So it's pretty cute. It's got little like gills or whatever at the back. So I put him on my clear quartz. Oh, let's back him up a little bit. He was a little too close, I think. And then I did get some little Buddhas. They're very nice. Very small, as you can see with my fingers here. You can tell the size of them. Excuse me. This one's a black obsidian. And I noticed even on the top, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going the wrong way. There's even like carving right on the very top of them. So these are super cute. $17.99. Some fun stuff. Some beautiful spheres. I got some really cool selenite that you can see through it. It's not fishtail selenite. It's from a mine in Mexico. Oh, the mine starts with the letter I, and that's all I can remember. So I'm excited. It's fun because everything's wrapped up in the box, and I'm opening them up, and it's like Christmas for me. I get to look at everything again as if it's for the first time, and then go, oh my gosh, that's right, I got that too. So I got little gnomes and fun stuff. So the crystal shop was good. And then I of course ate some good food, and I even got to spend some time with my brother. He lives in Edmonton, and I got to see him and his wife, and Matthew got to spend time with his cousins, which is a beautiful thing to see. Yeah, so it was good. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I don't know how everything went for everyone else. We were happy to come home. It was a really like full-on weekend, and of course I was still recovering from my tattoo as well, so it's just been, these are all like first world problems too. I feel so like ridiculous saying that, but I went to Fine Line Tattoos in Grand Prairie, and talk about coming for full circle. Like I think I might have talked about it in the last show, but like that tattoo place ended up being the place where it was my husband's uncle's home. So, and it's a beautiful historical home. And so it was really crazy to be in there, having all of my memories from in there. Like when I was getting the tattoo, I remembered David's family threw us like a wedding party because we actually went to the island and were married. And people didn't think we were getting married, which was really odd to us because we'd been together for quite some time, and we let everybody know, like, we're going to the island to get married. We'd love to have you there. And I don't know, people just didn't take it seriously. So when we came back, they threw us a party at Uncle Don's house, and I remember walking into that beautiful home, and they played the wedding march, and it was just surreal to be there. And now it's a tattoo parlor with a photographer upstairs and a hairdresser, and it was just like I could see myself having had some pretty incredible memories there, and just to watch it what it is now. And yeah, it's crazy. Life marches on, right? But it feels really cool and full circle. I spoke to Uncle Don and in my mind and connected with him while I was getting my tattoo done. But I was in that chair from Allie did my tattoo, and she started at 10, and I didn't get off that chair till 5. I mean, I had a couple pee breaks, but so it's almost healed. There's one spot that's just, I feel like there was just, it must have been a really intense spot, and yeah, it's still healing. It's still a little scabby there. So I got to take care of my tattoo. And I'm booked again at the end of January for more work. So once it's all done, I'll do the big reveal. But it's beautiful. I'm really excited about it. I feel not only was it full circle to be sitting there at Uncle Don's house getting this tattoo done, it just felt like this tattoo's been a long time coming. Like it got started pre-pandemic and it never got touched again. And so for me, it's just very like meaningful to be following through now and getting that done. Originally, when I went there to get started on this tattoo, I said to Allie, oh yeah, and I want to make this arm a sleeve. I've got another picture for you here that I want to get done. And she's like, oh yes, I'm so excited to do this. There's so much color. It's going to be beautiful. Well then, I'm going to tell you what, I had the tremors. Like I was like involuntarily like shivering. My body was in so much shock after that long in the tattoo chair under those needles, and I just thought, oh my God, like I don't know if I want to start this whole thing again. So David reminds me, he says, Claudette, it's probably just like anything else. Memory will fade, and all you're going to be thinking about is how beautiful that tattoo looks, and now you want to add another one and you're going to forget all about it. So I think he's probably right. But right now I'm still in the thick of it and being very gentle on this arm. Last night actually was the first time I actually could lay on it, so that's a start. Yeah, what else? We've got a lot going on. We're going to read our zodiac signs. So I've got my astrology calendar out. I guess next here we could talk about why we titled the show what we did. So I wonder if it all could be together. If I share the camera, can my card be right there with the stones? Let's have a look. I think it can. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful that looks. So, and having said that, I'm going to go over here because I got to cut and paste, Command C. Go back into here. Card if you have time. Yeah, B, I'm going to see. I got to read everybody's zodiac sign, right, for the month. So I'm going to try. Janice has made a request. And you. So I got Janice and B. I will see what I can do for cards. I know it feels really heavy this week, right? I don't blame you. I've been pulling my own cards. So here's the card for us as a collective. And before we get going on that, Kathy's like, me too. I knew. I could already hear you in my mind, Kathy. Me too. I did not light my candle for the show. And I figured, why not wait now? Because I was running out of time. So I'm going to light it now. We're going to do the Aloha Bay Positive Energy. Excuse me. So I'm just lighting that up. Slide it in here. It's a beautiful run. Beautiful candle. And I'm going to do that. I always like lighting my candle first because then I can take my incense stick And I just go in there and allow the incense to get lit by the candle flame. Oh, this is just so good for me. Incense is so good. This will just slow me down and get me into the right headspace for tonight. So tonight I'm burning, I have to go, this is like driving a vehicle when you're pulling a trailer. I have to remember I'm going backwards. Tanjore. So this is tanjore and incense. It's very musky. I happen to like musk smell with just a slight sweet spiciness to it, and I just felt like I want like a nice cozy smell. So I'm gonna put our candle over here maybe, so it's sitting here giving us positive energy. Beautiful. We can put this away. So, oh, can you see in the background? I've got duplicate decks going on here. So surprise, for December I ordered extra decks so that I could give them away. So we're going to do draws this Wednesday and next Wednesday, and one of you lucky listeners are going to get to win a deck for yourself. And I think that's super special, having that we're working through all the cards of the deck, and you're going to remember the cards, and you're going to remember and have memories of listening to the show. So I think it'll be very special. So let me go into media or banners, I think it is. If you put the comment in, and I'm finding it because I built this. I had no idea how to do this. This is what I'm hoping will work. So here we go. I want you to put in the comment section the word dream song. Oh, interesting that it took it out. Oh, I don't want the 10-second. It keeps, what if I take that out? There. Maybe I might have to keep pushing it. But if you comment in the comments and say dream song, your name is going to get entered for the deck. So I've got two completely ready to go, beautiful decks. Gorgeous, all sealed up, ready for your energy, ready for you. It's a beautiful deck. I'm going to give one out this Wednesday and then next Wednesday and the final Wednesday show before Christmas, because I'm just going to let you know now, I won't be doing one Christmas Eve, the 24th. Part of me wants to do one so nobody's left behind, but then another part of me is saying that I'm probably going to be exceptionally tired on the 24th, so I'm just going to call it and say that we're not going to have a show on the 24th, Christmas Eve. I actually have plans to go spend it with Frank, Grace's husband. We kind of made a date, and we're going to go hang out together at his apartment. I'll probably bring something for us to eat. So it's weird. They changed my little bubbles, and now they're on a timer, which I don't like. Like, I don't know how do you stop the timer? Show 10 seconds. Here, I'll try show for 60 seconds. I'll try that. See if, oh, now it's gone again. So just make sure that you put in dream song, and I've got another app that's connected to StreamYard that we're going to go to, and it's supposed to automatically be putting your names in there. Oh, yes. I got 5 people already entered in the draw. So make sure you put it in the comments, the word dream song, and you're going to automatically be put in the draw. And then just to finish up, I have a $50 gift card that I will be giving out for the last Wednesday show of December. Well, I guess it's not the last, but just before Christmas. It'll give you time to get in the shop and use it up and buy some special gifts, or maybe you want to wait for Boxing Day sales and use your gift card. Either way, you're going to be blessed with a $50 gift card. Somebody, a lucky listener. So those are going to be our giveaways for the week of December. I'm super excited. Now I'm going to grab the Dream Song Oracle box. That's for me, my deck. So it's very nice. For those of you who maybe haven't seen it, it's got a nice little magnet closure. You open it up. There's just a lot of detail. You can see there's a message right here. The book, there's like a ribbon as well. And I like that the ribbon is actually part of the box. So you're never going to lose your ribbon. And it's very nice when you have a whole deck of cards sitting in there and you just pull on the ribbon and it lifts all your cards out very nicely. You don't have to worry about them getting wrecked, or you're trying to get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to put that over here. And we're going to go explore this Cuddle and Cradle card. This is our 39th show. The Cuddle and Cradle card for the 39th show. And it's beautiful. Her hair looks to me as though it's like feathers. Like with all those lines in it. Like she's wearing feathers in her hair. And, you know, to be truthful, like I think almost every card that we've had in this deck has had some kind of bird influence in it. Aw, now I can see. I know. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. I am going to take a break just for that one day. And Heather, I really appreciate you saying that's generous. Yeah, but it makes me feel good to do this for everyone. I mean, you guys have been generous with your time too. You're listening. So this Cuddle and Cradle book, to me, everything is like the flowers are white and like they're muted. The colors are muted. It just gives me that feeling of like the season ending and everything is going into fall, like into sleep time for winter. It's like I want to say frozen in time. That's what I get from that. It's like the reflection time, looking back at everything that was flourishing during the warmer months. And she's cradling the moon. Outside, it just looks very cozy and dark. And I feel like it's just telling you to hibernate in a sense. It's time to just go within. And you know how she's just like her hair is like flowing down and it's almost like a warm blanket around her. I don't know. I just pick up a very cozy kind of a retreat energy from this card. It's time to go within and find, do the things that bring us comfort, relaxation. It's rejuvenation time to be quiet within ourselves and enjoy the things that bring us comfort. The fox is even at her will. He's cradled in her arms in the moon. He's taking a break too. I just think it's a nice quiet card. So let's find out what it says for everyone. This is card number 35, Cuddle and Cradle from the Dream Song Oracle. Now is the time to rest. Let go. Seize the endless cycles of productivity. Abolish your white-knuckle resiliency. Lay your cheek along the luminous and sensuous. Lean into Earth's solid ground and feel the support waiting for you there. Yeah, that's what I get from this card. Curl into the wisdom of the wild, where all seasons are allowed, including the one of rest and recuperation. Surrender isn't defeat. It's the sacred pause that allows you to use all of your senses to receive a new vision. For me, that's exactly how it happens. When I am quiet and taking times of rest, I literally have a notepad with a pen, and it sits where I sit when I'm just chilling in the living room, and because I get enlightened with ideas and projects and things I want to do, and I have to have them there to scribble those ideas down. I can just start cooking and creating when I am laying like that and just being really quiet. So I feel like this time is coming for me. I'm going to be doing a lot of rest and recovery. It's a sacred pause that allows you to use all your senses to receive a new vision. This is the domain of the divine feminine. Listen to her, encourage your receptivity. There are times when effort only creates futility and extends suffering. I can relate to that. This is one of them. Something new wants to communicate with you and is awaiting your presence. I do feel like I have got to tie up loose ends with this shop and get it listed. And it's just difficult, right? Because it's retail Christmas and I still have to pay the bills and I still have to maintain a shop. But meanwhile, I am feeling the call, like, get things listed, get this on the market. Then I can breathe. That's what I keep feeling like, because I need to... it's time to move forward. And honestly, there's somebody out there who's very excited to buy the store. I'm sure. I've got prospects, but I don't really know who's going to end up buying the store, and I know it's going to be the greatest thing for them. So I need to get this done so that they can start living their best life and fulfill their dreams. This says, something new wants to communicate with you and is awaiting your presence. Surrender. Enter the power that is the sacred pause. It's definitely, it's fitting with this season, right? I think we're all ready for a sacred pause. And yes, B, that's right. Make sure that you write Dream Song in the comments if you want to have a chance to win the Dream Song Oracle deck. Your very own copy. Wouldn't that be exciting? So that's our card, and that's why we titled it Cuddle and Cradle. That was the card I drew for the show tonight. It was card number 35. Even though it's show number 39. I guess they can't all match exactly, right? I'm just going to place that back over here. And I feel like I wanted to just quickly, how are we doing? 8:11. Jeez Louise. Okay. I have another little poem I want to read to you, a couple. I felt led to do that. So this is from Rebecca Campbell's book, Your Soul Had a Dream, Your Life Is It. Here we go. There we go. There, you can see the cover. It's a beautiful book. On the back, it says, this is a book about rebirth, which means it's also about death, for rebirth is impossible without it. This is a book about healing, which means it's also about feeling, for healing isn't possible without it. And this is a book about finding yourself, which means it's also about losing yourself, for finding yourself is impossible without it. And finally, this is a book about new beginnings, which means it's about endings, for new beginnings aren't possible without them. So I love to scry and just draw and open the book wherever and see what wisdom hits me. I might have read this one before, but I'm going to read it again because it's meant to be read again. This is page 91 from her book, and then I'm going to follow up with another one they wanted me to read. So just enjoy. It's called Roll Away the Stone. She was half one thing, half the next, transforming, morphing by the minute, surrendering the petals to the earth for the chance of a second bloom. She was in the exquisite, messy gunk of her becoming. An equal mix of hope and grief, excitement and terror, resistance and acceptance, morning and dawn. She was dying while still fully living. It was right in the middle of her life that she gave birth to herself. Hallelujah. Roll away the stone. So that feels very much like I can relate to that. I'm definitely in the middle of a death and a rebirth. Anita's in the house. Make sure you put the word dream song in for your chance to win. So this is the other poem that I want to read to you, because it's beautiful and it feels like it's a good end to what I just read. The parts of her that were dying clung on for dear life. They were not about to go quietly. They urged her not to forget the good times they had, and the times they'd protected her so fiercely. How she would not be who she was or where she was without them. And they were right. She laid rose petals at their feet. They softened and shared that they were afraid of the great unknown and also excited about the great unknown they were about to meet. And then she ends it with saying, parts of us are always dying. So I want to just read that and hopefully instill some encouragement and comfort to anyone that's experiencing a death and a rebirth that's been a big part of their lives recently, because these things don't happen overnight. They're a process, and sometimes they feel so messy and confusing. One minute you're excited and another minute you're like so worried, and you're starting to take on all of what ifs when it's not really our job to do that. And so I just want to let you know I'm in that big soup as well, and I really love that poem. I think that part of this is just getting out of our heads and just letting everything go about what you're worried about, and let the magic create itself, right? Because we're holding everything back. Oh, you did, Anita. Great job. Okay, so today, we talked about the weather, and you know what? It's not gonna get any colder for the next week or so. I looked on the forecast just before coming on the show, and it looks like, we're just gonna be over that 0 mark right up till next Wednesday. So that's pretty nice. I talked about the December gift giveaway. So again, anyone who's just joining us, make sure you write Dream Song in the comments for your chance to be included in the draw to win your very own copy of Dream Song Oracle. Ta-doo! Right here. We're going to give one away this week, one next week, and then on the 3rd, it'll be a $50 gift card. Okay, so I think I've done all that. I just don't want to forget to do the draw at the end of the night, too. I have a little sticky note here to remind me. I think I wanted to talk to everyone about here, let me put this. We're going to remove this, but I want to add this to the stage. Do you remember the lady that I talked to, and she had put on Twitter if anyone would be so kind as to send cards to her mom who was in palliative care? Well, she posted and said that they're at 142 cards. That was when I closed the shop up tonight. I saw her last post, most recent post, said 142 cards she's received. And she said her dad is just completely completely blown away. He's loving it just as much as Mom. And to the point where he said, I want to be included in this. And she said he's hardly ever been on Twitter, but now he's very interested about Twitter. So let me find show here. I wish I could disable timer off. Oh my God. I think I figured it out. This should not come off then. So on the bottom of the screen and on the top of your screen, if you're looking on a mobile, I've got the address sitting there for you, and you can send a card to her mom and palliative care. She's feeling very nostalgic for Christmas, and she expressed to her daughter how much she enjoyed Christmas cards. So her daughter just put this small little post on Twitter saying, you know, if you're so inclined, can you send my mom a Christmas card? And I know for a fact we've had already a few of our viewers who've sent a card in. So I'm excited and just really looking forward to hearing about everybody else who's sending her a card. And because Dad is participating and just as much enjoying this whole thing, I added the Twitter account information down below on the bubble. So you can see here, the lady, the daughter, her Twitter is bon, Instagram. I think maybe on Instagram it's at, but maybe Twitter uses the at sign in front. So it's Yeg Bonnie, Yegbonnie, Yeg Bonnie, at Yeg Bonnie. And then Dad, because now he's so excited about all of this interest and these cards that are coming in the mail, you can even find his Twitter account. It's Brent Dancy, so Brent, B-R-E-N-T, Dancy, D-A-N-C-E-Y. And either it's an Instagram, but I know, or Twitter, maybe Twitter has that A ampersand in front, but it's at Brent Dancy. So the very same way he spells his name, at Brent Dancy, and you can definitely follow him and let him know if you sent a card, and let her know, let the daughter know. I don't know these people. It just seemed like a really nice feel-good thing to do at Christmas. It's not difficult to, you know, put a card in the mail, and it's going to brighten her day. They just want to hang them on a string, and it brings their mom some comfort, her mom some comfort. And she not only got cards, but I posted here, and you can see on the slide, someone sent roses and teddy bears. So they've been getting not only cards, but some pretty amazing, like substantial gifts as well. So they're just gobsmacked. They're from Calgary, and the address is there. So if you're listening and you can't look at the screen, you might be able to go back, right, and listen to the show. Freeze it here, but it's Brent and Sadie Dancy, and Post Office Box 38100, Calgary RPO, County Hills, Alberta, and postal code is T3K5G9. And speaking of that, I thought, here, I'm just going to remove this now. We've still got that there. I'm going to put my card. I made sure to get it all ready to go. They've got some really cute stamps at the post office. They almost look like Richard Scarry, and they're Christmas stamps, so I want to wait. And in the morning, I'm going to pop into the post office to get that. So this is going to be ready. I might stick something cute in there, like a sticker or something, just a little extra fun in the card. But yeah, there's my card ready to go. It's going to go out in the post tomorrow morning, right? I mean, if I was all alone, I know how meaningful cards are to me. I had a listener come in this week, and she brought me a Christmas card. I just love Christmas cards. So I can't imagine how her mom feels getting all those cards, and they're putting them on the string. Yeah, just right back here is this is my first official Christmas card. And it was so beautiful. It's very fitting for me. Seek balance, find happiness, live well. Wishing life's best to you on your birthday. I thought it was a Christmas card this whole time. It was a birthday card. So thank you for the birthday card. I read the outside and thought it was so beautiful. And I thought it was a Christmas card because we were talking about Christmas cards. And here it was my birthday card. So I think we're going to take this banner off of here now because we don't need it anymore and it's taking up a lot of room. There we go. Oh, okay. So what else do we have? Oh, Dave just said, Claudette, we should put some scratch and wins in there. We can just run to the bakery store. That's a fantastic idea. Yay, we're getting into the spirit of things. All right. So he'll get those tomorrow. I think we should just jump in, don't you? And get our zodiac signs. Thank you. Thanks, Kathy. So I'm going to grab the calendar and... Oh, before we do that, Dave took me to this place at West Edmonton Mall, and it was called Beck's. It was so cool. They had a Zoltar machine outside. I got to do the Zoltar machine. So I have this little memory now. It's a Zoltar ticket. So he talked to me and he gave me my fortune. So I had a wonderful birthday with my fortune for the year. And I even got to see a reader. So when you go into this place called Beck's, it's all like it's almost like auction house. Like they bring in stuff. They take used things, like they buy coins, but a lot of antique old stuff. So it was super cool. I had no idea. David didn't tell me anything. He just said, I want to show you this place. So we go in and I'm already so excited. I've seen a Zoltar machine before I walk in. And then it's full of antiques and beautiful old stuff so I took my time. I'm sure it was like, I spent a lot of time in there. And Dave was just so happy to just let me wander and look. And anyway, we finally make our way to the back of the shop. And he doesn't warn me or anything. And we go through the doorway. And here it's like, and I know people who would absolutely love this. For me, it was a little like, whoa, what did I just walk into? But it's like, it's all like horror movie memorabilia stuff, like figurines and like images and pictures. And yeah, I just was all of a sudden the energy just, whoo, here you are. And then it said, like even it had some occult stuff in there, like it's very crazy. And it went further. So now I'm like, whoa. I said to him when we were in that section, I said, you know what, David, this isn't really my thing. Like, I think it's cool to look at, but like I said, I'm okay not like checking any more of this out. And he's like, no, you need to go further in. So we go further in. And literally, I'm telling you, they had dolls hanging from the ceiling. And happened to be there was a lady there, and she called herself a witch, and she was giving a tour. So we ended up listening to the tour, and turned out she's a lovely lady. And of course, witches can be lovely ladies, right? And I ended up staying and waiting for her to finish the tour. And then I ended up having a birthday reading with her, which I was really ecstatic about. Because for someone like me, people know me. And I go get a reading. And they're always good. They're always good. But you always kind of in the back of your mind think, it'd be nice for someone to give me a reading that knows nothing about me. And so right off the bat, it was like I got a reading that confirmed everything that was going on in my life. And it was just really good confirmation, very good reassurance that I'm moving in the right direction. And I cannot wait to see what my future holds because I got something big cooking. It's very apparent. unbeknownst to me, but this girl knows she needs a little bit of rest first, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to rest, and then things are going to start to create. And I feel like this show with you is going to really start to morph and change because I'm going to have a lot more time to put into it, and I'm really excited to see what will happen with it. So, just going to take a drink here. It's funny that I just said all that, and this is the card. I always like pulling my little angel card before the show. Reassurance. So yes, I found that reading was reassuring. Just what this girl needed. Astrological calendar. It's time. Are we ready to read our signs? Okay. And so crazy, right? December. Wow, I have the new calendar, so I want to make sure that we weren't without for next year. I can't believe I'm saying that, for next year. That's insane. All right, so for any of you for the first time experiencing an astrological calendar first Wednesday of the month, I will go through everybody's zodiac sign, reading your forecast. I also will let you know what days are favorable for you this month and what days are going to be slightly demanding for you. So I always like to say, like, bear in mind when you're planning, if you've got a little day planner, or you can even go on your phone and just kind of maybe say demanding, or however you want to say on the days, just for a reminder for you, so that when you go to your phone to plan for something, you'll be like, ooh, yeah, I'm probably not going to go for the mortgage renewal on a demanding day. So let's just push that a couple of days later, right? That kind of thing. So here we go. They call this December Sagittarius. It is absolutely a stunning picture. Look at that. Yeah. And every year they use a different artist. So next calendar looks very different, like a very different art. So you'll be very excited to see that. Here we go. I'm starting with Aries. So for all of you Aries out there, this is what they say. You're riding a wave of energy that's perfect for pursuing your passions and exploring new territories. The world is your playground, and your confidence is way up. Make bold moves and set your sights high. Things are happening for you. Wow, you are on fire, Aries. Good for you. That's an exciting time when everything is happening and things are about to happen, and you can just see it all like going in the order, like things that you've been manifesting, and they're all happening. That's what I'm getting with you. So Aries, you've got some favorable days, and they are coming right up for you. So bear in mind the 8th and the 9th, those are your days. The 8th and the 9th for Aries are good days. So those are the days where you're just really going to see things connect and have this domino. I keep seeing dominoes, like a domino effect of positive reaction and actions to what you're putting into effect. Your demanding days are going to be the 20th and the 21st. But honestly, I feel like you're just riding the wave, and the 20th and 21st, I feel like for you are just going to be more of those quiet solitude days, kind of like what our card was today, the Cuddle and Cradle. So I don't feel like you're going to have too much negativity, Aries, for this month. I just feel like it's notable for you to just have those days for your kind of resting and maybe curling up with a blanket and just let yourself know you've been very busy and you deserve those downtimes. Okay, next is Taurus. So here we go, Taurus. You might feel out of your element as the cosmos is guiding everyone in new directions. Let loose and try something different. So Taurus, you're seeing everything changing, and it's making you uncomfortable. Things are not staying the same. People's roles in your life are changing. And I can understand why that would be very disarming and kind of make you feel like you're losing a little bit of your ground. It says here, don't abandon what keeps you grounded. I just said, right? Be flexible because it could lead to exciting discoveries. So I think what's happening here is if your heart is ready for it, this could be a beautiful opportunity for you to kind of catch that wave of creativity, that beautiful energy that other people in your life are riding, where they're manifesting things. And you, just by proximity, have the opportunity to kind of catch that wave of creativity and make things happen in your life as well. Some changes that are going to be really good for you. So Taurus, I say ride that wave, watch everyone change and grow, and know that you're going along for the ride for the most part. And for the ones that are going on and riding off into the sunset, as my good friend Blake says, love you and leave you. It's okay. It's okay for people to grow apart. It's all part of our journey. So you've got good days, Taurus, on the 10th and 11th. So that's not very far away either for you. You have good days on the 10th and the 11th, and your demanding days are the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. So what I'm getting from just talking about your demanding days, it's popping in for me. I feel like there's going to be changes to traditions. There's going to be changes to how things have been done in the past during this festive season. Maybe you won't be included in something that normally you're included in. And it's just, I want you just to know and to be gentle with yourself that despite how it feels, these changes are also opportunities for new beginnings, right? It's kind of like what we just read. It makes more and more sense why I read those poems with Rebecca's book, right? It's like something that ends is just an opportunity for something to begin. So for you, I really want you to keep that in mind because you do have 3 demanding days, but just let everybody do what they need to do and know that you're going to ride those waves of creativity with them just by being in their proximity. And for those that are also exiting off stage, that's okay too. Everybody's growing. You are growing. And so paths change. Say thank you for crossing my path. It was a blessing. And even for those you don't have the opportunity to say that to, you can just say it out to the ethers. Those messages get to those people. Okay, next is Gemini. You may feel like you're moving through unfamiliar territory and you're not as mentally quick as usual. As you navigate uncomfortable territory, Gemini, remember that growth often comes from discomfort. Wow, we're all feeling these transitions, aren't we? So Gemini, you are in the thick of it as well. And if there's anything I can tell you, Gemini, when things are uncomfortable because of new things, like things are changing or maybe ending, how I find comfort in it is I tell myself, it's making room for something new. And it's really important to tell our minds that, because our hearts, and our emotions, we can feel like we just think that we're losing, like it's a world of scarcity. And it absolutely isn't. It isn't. There's plenty for everyone. There really is. So just embrace the changes that are coming about for you. It's okay. What else do we have here? It says, stay curious, be adaptable, and you'll turn these trials into triumphs. That's right. You're ready to write some new beginnings as well. And it's just all how you ride those waves of change. So Gemini, I know it can be really scary to be in new places and in our lives. Maybe a relationship has changed dynamic in a really strange way and you're nervous about it. Don't be. Don't be. Switch that frown upside down, as they say. Whenever you feel those nerves, instead think about all the positives that could come from this. What are the positives? And just feast on that. Give your brain really amazing things to think about. And it starts to affect, I say, like the ethers and that energy out there. You're starting to manifest good, positive things. Gray Wolf's Den, Mr. Gray Moon. Oh, wow. It's fun. Well, I'm thrilled you guys have joined me. Hello. So I still have my necklace, actually, from Mr. Gray Moon. I wear it from time to time. So much love, you guys. Okay, so now here we are. We've done Gemini. So you've got 3 good days. You've got the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. So write those down, 12th, 13th, and the 14th. Those are going to be days where things start to feel like, what I get is like they're going to start to feel like they're finally evening out. But I want you to know that it's not finished. It's not complete. It's temporary, that good feeling. But embrace those days, okay? The 12th, 13th, and 14th, because you still have the 25th and the 26th. So I really feel like you've got some new people in your life, Gemini, and you're just not sure how it all fits together. You're unsure. I mean, I feel like history has taught you that in the past, it doesn't always end well, is what I get. And I just want you, instead of be all like looking at the glass half full, just embrace the new people in your life and the new relationships that are in your life, because some of these relationships aren't even yours, but you're attaching yourself to the outcome of those relationships, and they aren't yours to carry. That isn't your baggage to carry. It isn't your experience to carry. So that could be very freeing for you. I hope it is. So let's move on. We've got Cancer next. Cancer. It's a bustling time, and the current vibe may sometimes clash with your more reflective nature. Enjoy the buzz and find ways to move out of your comfort zone. So Cancer, you're being kind of poked. Get out there. Go have some fun. Accept that invitation. I think it's going to be very good for you. So you're being encouraged to do things that aren't your norm. When the pace shifts mid-month, the energy will stabilize and allow for more quiet introspection. So there you go. You know that it's a temporary acceleration of like having to interact with people, because you're probably not so much a people person. So just to let you know, it's temporary. It's a season, as I like to use that word. It's a season. So it's not permanent. We're always changing with the seasons. So right now it's naturally a more social time of the year. Even if that's not your comfort, I feel like for you it'll be really good. It'll be really good to go out. It'll also help some of the people in your life that maybe for them you joining or participating in an activity will really help validate that they are seen as someone important in your life. Like you're making extra effort to participate in this, and that's going to go a long way. Your good days are the 15th and the 16th. So embrace those days if you can make it, so that's when you're doing your cookie trade-off or your girls' night for Christmas exchange, whatever that invitation is. Those would be great days for you. You're going to be a little less prickly. And then your demanding days, you have 3 of them in December. You've already had one. So you already got one finished and dealt with. It was the 1st. And then a couple of days after Christmas, the 27th and the 28th, you're going to find that a little bit demanding. So I think at that point you're going to feel like your tank's empty. You have done the things that you're required to do. It's a busy time during the season for some, and I feel like they just want you to be prepared and just to know that the 27th, 28th, I feel like you might get those little stragglers of like, oh, I'm in town and can we get together for coffee? I just want you to know you've got it in you. It's going to pass. January will be so quiet and go right back to the way you enjoy. You can retreat back into your bear den. Leo. Oh, this is David's sign. The stars are aligning to bring a spark to your spirit this month. With dynamic energy in play, you're ready to take center stage. Embrace the confidence that comes with this cosmic support. Your warmth can light up any room, so spread that signature Leo sunshine. Oh, wow! Now, knowing who my husband is, he is not a limelight-seeking kind of guy. So I would love to see him enjoy being the center of attention. I feel like for you, Leo, it makes me think of this. David was going into a meeting, my husband, and I happened to read something and it's just resonated with me. Like, I'm always worried I'm not going to remember things that are important to me that I find lovely. And this is one of those things that have stuck with me. And it was, this woman was talking about confidence. And she said, when you walk into a room, you're not walking alone. And I love this. You're walking with your ancestors behind you, with those all of your bloodline are entering that room with you, and they are ready to go. They are present and they are there to support you. So enjoy the experience knowing you're not alone. You have people. There's still people, there's souls on the other side that are standing with you in any room you enter. So that gives me great confidence and added confidence and a beautiful comfort. We know it, but I don't know why, but the way they talked about it, those words, I loved it. It just made sense to me. I just imagine walking through and having my warriors behind me and all of those people that are cheering for me. So Leo, enjoy the limelight this month. I think you're going to find yourself like maybe sharing stories and just like the attention's going to be on you and you're going to be comfortable with it. So allow yourself the opportunity to enjoy that. Most of the time, I think that you would shy away from something like that. But if you can embrace it, what an amazing opportunity for you to have a positive experience being the center stage. And you've got your elders and your loved ones from the other side cheering you on because they want you to share your beautiful personality and your uniqueness as well to the room. So Leo, you have favorable days, the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. So you've got 3 good days. And then your demanding day, well, yesterday was one of them. That was the day we didn't sleep very well. Oh, excuse me. Today was a bit demanding. Well, I guess for you, David, it's still demanding. And the 29th and the 30th. So those are your days for Leo. Wow, you got 4 days. Who writes this stuff, right? So you've got 4 days to kind of be mindful that you're going to be feeling a little bit like maybe you're not being heard and you're really almost feeling like you're being forgotten in the mix. So just be mindful those days. They're going to be tougher days to participate, say in a group discussion or a meeting. You're going to feel very frustrated. But again, these are seasons and it's not a definition for the rest of your time here on earth. It's temporary. Teresa is creating chickens. I will relate this to her. Okay. How do you create chickens? This has got to be a craft. All right. We're moving on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, your usual detail-oriented approach may need to bend a bit. Flexibility is your friend. Stay open to new learning opportunities and embrace the fluidity of the moment. It's time to trust your instincts as much as your intellect. Ooh, so Virgo, you gotta let your light shine. It sounds like you have valid things that need to be shared, and they're going to be helpful for everyone involved. It's just that you need to find your voice. So I hope that you're able to find your voice. Magic chicken. She's making it with magic. Yeah, I bet she is. Okay, so I think Virgo, you are going to be in and finding yourself in collaborating relationships and like experiences. So I can see like you're with a group of people. It could be family more. Like I think that this is talking about like get-togethers or like a community event or like a family gathering. But there's some people in the discussion that want to change things slightly. They've got new ideas. And you know what? New isn't bad. New isn't bad, and it helps everyone feel like they're equally excited about having to play a special part in an event. So I think for you, it's important to just be aware and have a little room and grace for those new ideas that are going to be presented at the table, okay? So your favorable days are the 20th and the 21st. And if there's something that you are feeling a little hesitant about, someone has made a suggestion and to you, you don't really like that new suggestion, I think that on those favorable days are the days on the 20th and 21st will be the days when you should communicate to that person, because I think you're going to find that it really isn't that big of a deal. You're making it more of a deal than it needs to be. And it's such a beautiful moment when you see all of the different pieces on a quilt come together to create the quilt, right? So you're one piece of an event. So let everybody else bring their pieces to the event. Your demanding days are the 4th, the 5th, and the 31st. So just bear those in mind. Make sure you make a note of them. So for you, tomorrow's going to be a little challenging. I feel like you might get some news about a shift, a change in something you've planned. And I want you to know you got this. You've got it. You're going to be fine. You're going to pause and go, oh, right. That's another piece to that quilt that we're building. So next sign is Libra. You may be feeling a bit off balance. Although the usual social energy you thrive on is sparse, the current cosmic vibe holds an invitation to explore your goals and how to reach them. Embrace the hard work. It might just lead to a beautiful new equilibrium. So Libra, for you, I feel like what I get from this is very interesting. You are a little bit off your footing right now. I think that for you, you feel like my timelines aren't matching up with what I expected. And so it's thrown you off a bit. And you're like questioning now and like starting to even doubt some of the things that you were feeling really passionate about and said and confident about. Your confidence is shaken a bit. But I think that for you, it's really important. There's been a pause because there needs to be some retrospect going on. There needs to be some going in, just having maybe that prayer time before you close your eyes at night saying, show me what I'm missing. What is it that I need to know? Because there's some kind of piece of the puzzle that you're not aware of. And it's not in your highest and greatest good to follow the original timeline that you had. There's been a little bit of a slowing down. You know, timelines are constantly changing and in flux based on everybody's choices, right? So we only know as we know in that moment the trajectory of where things could go. But then the next time someone takes a different approach to something that was predicted that they wouldn't take, because that's not in their usual behavior, all of those timelines shift because now they've decided to be brave and do something different. So I feel like for you, that's kind of what you need to keep in mind, that something has changed in the timeline, and that's okay. And just look for some insight as like through meditation. However you do that, there's some messaging that needs to come your way. So your favorable days are the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. Those are very important days for you, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. I think that those are the days where you're really going to start to see more of, that's why I did that. Okay, and you're going to it's going to make sense to you why you work so hard on a certain aspect of your career, or there was just, I feel like it's a detail, but you paid extra special attention to that detail when you executed it, and it's going to make sense very soon for you towards the end of the month. You've got demanding days, and they're coming up just right around the corner, the 6th and the 7th. So hang on to that and know that the 6th and the 7th are when you're really going to feel a little bit like you're not sure of yourself. And again, you're just in a season. Things are in flux, and they're gonna settle out. All right, moving on to Scorpio. As the energy shifts mid-month from free-spirited to goal-oriented, you'll soon find motivation to focus on your ambitions. It's a powerful time for setting intentions and laying the groundwork for future success. Harness this phase to craft a strategy that reflects your true self. Wow, you're going to be a busy person, Scorpio. This is really... You're like cooking and really planning. I'm really swirling all of a sudden. So for Scorpio, this is an incredibly important month for you. Those that are watching that are Scorpio right now, it's really important. What are you putting your intention into? I want you to really pay attention as well to your thought patterns. When you think about your future, are you putting little side comments after you're optimistic about something, and then you slide in a little negative, like, well, that's never happened before, or we'll see if that really happens. Those kinds of things. I want you to be really mindful. I really get like this is a time for you, a great opportunity to start building a brighter future for you. I feel like this is kind of you're going to be planting seeds for your future. And I don't want you to shortchange yourself or think that you're not worth or capable to do some of the things that you want to do, because you are, Scorpio. I want you to start working towards it, because the more that you put yourself into it, the more your confidence will start to come out. Okay, you've got good days on the 25th and the 26th. I think you're going to get some good news that's really going to help propel you into that future you. Whatever your goals are, you're going to be getting towards the end of December some really good news, and it's going to help cement your vision of what the future will look like for you. Your demanding days are the 8th and the 9th, so you've only got a couple this month, so just bear in mind the 8th and the 9th is going to be a little challenging for you. Oh, here we are. We're on Sagittarius. That's me. Welcome to your new solar year. Enjoy the free-spirited vibe during the first half of the month, because after that, it's all seriousness and hard work. Perfect for tackling the goals you set out to achieve for your year ahead. Oh, hard work, did you say? I feel like it's a lot of what I do is hard work. No, I've had some fun too. So I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, things are really going to start to amp up, and we're going to feel like the iron is hot and it's time to strike while the iron is hot, as they say. So the second half of December, we really got to pick up the pace. There's going to be a lot more expected of us, maybe a couple of late nights, things that you've not finished, I feel like need to be finished. You know what these are. And I'm just encouraging you and letting you know, right now you're fine, but towards mid-December, they're talking about that's when you really got to start to get serious and buckle down. I know I am pulling cards that are talking about rest and restoration, so I kind of vibe with this. I feel like for us right now, we're still in that rest and relaxation mode where we're kind of just not having to put all of our efforts in, but it is coming and we need to take it seriously because this is going to affect 2026. So favorable days are the 1st, the 27th, and the 28th of this month. And then our demanding days are the 10th and the 11th. So the 10th and the 11th. And those are in our relaxing days. So I don't know. Maybe we're going to feel like we're being pulled and we can just say, I don't think so. I think I'm going to sit that one out. That's what I'm going to do for the 10th and the 11th. I'm going to just make a mental note of that. Speaking of that, don't let me forget our Christmas party. The magic is working. December will be busy, so you need to be mindful of you. Yeah, I know. All of us need to be mindful of each other. Yes, B, you're right. Now we're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Finish projects and tasks that are near completion. Wow, another sign where we're being told, like, you need to tidy up these loose ends. Preparing for the new calendar year by making space in your home, schedule, and mind will pay off exponentially. Start thinking about what's next for you and determine what you need in order to move forward. I really get the sense that this is almost like a spring cleaning taking place in December for you, Capricorn. Like, it's time to finish. Clear off that table, put that project, like finish that project. Don't put it back in a box and put it away. They want, in order for you to start freeing up space in your mind and have the capacity to take on new projects for your future, because they've got some really cool stuff cooked up for you, you need to finish what you've started and some of the things. So I really want to encourage you, Capricorn. It sounds like you've got a lot of good days. You got the 2nd, the 3rd, which already happened, the 29th, and the 30th. So you're going to know what those projects are, what those things are that have been dragging on a bit. Finish them up. Finish them up because you're going to need that room to be able to take advantage of some new opportunities that are coming to you in 2026. I really feel like, like a tidy home, where there's so much, it gives your mind so much room to have, like, to entertain new ideas and to create. And that's what you need. The demanding days are the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, Capricorn. So you're going to feel a little bit like overwhelmed by all of the things that you're trying to finish up. But just know that you're going to get them done because you know you need to get them done. So just be patient with yourself. Sometimes things don't go as smoothly as we want them to, or you won't, like sometimes we got to go to bed and our project's half done. It's not quite finished. You're going to have to wake up to a mess, but you're going to get it done is what I want to tell you. Aquarius, this is the next one. We're almost done, and thank you to everyone that's been listening. And then we have Pisces, so 2 more signs. Aquarius, You may be reflecting on community and your place in it. It's a prime time to connect with friends or networks that share your vision. As you gear up for the new calendar year, consider which collaborations will help propel your dream forward. So that's beautiful, Aquarius. I feel like for you, it's going to be very beautiful and very helpful for you, for your spirit, to gather with people that are of the same ilk, as they say, things that you're passionate about. If you get invited to an outing for your profession, I think it would be very good for you to go and attend that event. It's really important for you to really, I think it's going to give you you're going to almost have these surreal moments when you're at these gatherings where you're going to be able to kind of see everybody and how they are and how they fit and where you fit in that. And I think that there may even be some people that you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to align myself with that person anymore, but I'm very attracted to that person and their ethics and how they do things. So I think there's some shuffling that's going to happen by Aquarius getting out there and having these social interactions in your profession, especially, I see. But you also enjoy those opportunities when you get them to go out for drinks with friends, or, sharing, just having those, I just see little gatherings where you're just sitting around in the evening, and it's not like even an organized or structured event. You're just being asked, hey, do you want to come over and spend some time? And these are going to be really important for you. It's going to help solidify that you are loved and cared for, and you do belong. Your favorable days are the 4th, the 5th, and the 31st. And then you have some demanding days on the 15th and the 16th. These are the days where I think where you're going to feel a little disconnected or a little left out and start to wonder about how much you're having an impact in anybody's life. Would they even know if I didn't do this? So I just want you to just not get into your head too much because everybody has rough days, and that's all they are. They're a couple of rough days. And the way to get bounced out of those is to attend that function, or go to your friends for a fun, I don't know, chicken pot pie night. Maybe you're invited over for dinner. Do those things, because they're going to really help fill that calm that insecurity that's inside of you. And we have Pisces. Your intuition is your guiding star. Taking time for introspection can lead to revelations about your path forward. Embrace the wisdom that solitude can offer, and prepare to cast your net wide in the new year. There's a bounty of opportunities awaiting you. I feel this for you, Pisces. They are asking you to get quiet with yourself, because there's things that need to be looked at. And you've been keeping so busy that these things haven't really been given the attention they need. So it's time for you to start really paying attention to all of those little details in your life. And I feel like when you do and you start handling them, it's going to make room for you to really start to see what the future looks like for you. Because right now, the future for Pisces looks pretty cloudy and unsure, and just maybe even what kind of future. I don't even know right now. So for you, the way to get to a more hopeful and promising outlook for your future, you need to take care of some stuff. So take that time to be quiet. Take that time to do what you need to do, to process the things you need to process, and it'll make room for fun stuff, because it sounds like 2026 could be an awesome year for you. Favorable days the 6th and the 7th. So Kathy, coming right up, 6th and the 7th. And your demanding days are 17th, 18th, and 19th. So I think those are the days when some of the things that you're being asked to look at and to deal with, they're really going to really start to, like be like a sliver that's really bothering you. Like, quit pushing that sliver. So that's what I get for the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So the more you look at it and the more you address those things, the less it will bother you. I cannot believe it's 9:07. I want everybody quickly to, I've got, what do I have here? A banner. Don't forget Dream Song so we can do our draw. Also, coming up, before I forget, guys, December 12th, don't forget, this is like our Happy Thoughts community Christmas dinner. I am going to just call the Fix to let them know. I don't know how many people are coming because it's an open invitation, but we are looking so far. Probably, I'm thinking we're probably going to be about 10 people. I could be surprised. It could be more. But everyone who listens, this is our opportunity to have our Christmas dinner together. I'll be there. David will be there. Christopher's going to be there. A lot of our listeners are going to be there. So this is our fun chance to get together and share a little bit of the holiday season together. And I think for some of you, that might be your only gathering. So I want to make sure that you have something that you get to participate in. And just like that one sign, I can't remember if it was Scorpio, but this is your opportunity to feel part of a community because you are part of our community. You're part of Happy Thoughts community. So I hope to see you there at the Fix Christmas dinner. It'll be at 6 o'clock. I'm trying to remember everything here. We didn't do Dear Claudette letters. We can do that. Oh, I know what. Janice will be saying that because she's waiting for it. I bet you she's said it out loud like, Claudette, don't forget your code. So for anyone wondering, I do have a shopping code for this week and I built it. So I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Show. There we go. So scrolling beneath and on the large screen, and if you're on a handheld, it'll be up above. But every show, I'll give you a special code. So this week, it's Zoltar Speaks. Since I always like finding quirky shopping codes. If you come into the store anytime starting tomorrow until the end of business day on Wednesday and say the word Zoltar Speaks, I will give you 15% off your purchase. And that couldn't come at a better time, right? It's Christmas shopping, gift giving season. You can get 15% off your purchase. All for the next week. If you give me the special code when you come up to the counter, Zoltar Speaks. I think that's it. We do have a couple of birthdays. Pamela, I want to wish you a happy birthday for December 5th. Stephen Bassett is going to be celebrating his birthday December 9th. Today we had several birthdays. We had Jill Hansen, Kendra Miskinek, Trudy Lord, happy birthday. Henry Giroux, my old and good friend Henry. And then on the 4th, which is tomorrow, John Lear would have been celebrating his birthday. So that's pretty interesting. So I'm going to go and do some screen sharing. This is what they told me to do. So I'm going to screen share now so we can do the draw, right? Oh, Anita's in a Soyuz. Shoot, I can't make that date. I love this so much. Sorry, Heather. Maybe next year. Weekly code. I know, David. I got it in. Okay, so we're all good. So I'm going to go to... I need to share the screen. Share screen. Share screen. Giveaway tool. I found it. Share. So now you're going to see... You should see, I'm just going to go over here. Yes, you can see it. Wonderful. So here is my screen to do the draw. It says I have 7 entries. So we're going to push the draw button now. Here we go. The 7 entries. All right. Oh, it's slowing down. Who's getting the deck? Anita and Asoyas gets the deck. Wow. Congratulations, Anita. You won yourself the Dream Oracle deck. That is so great. So I'm going to put it in here in the comments. Congratulations. Anita, I'm just going to keep the deck here for you. If you want, B can pick it up. I know you guys are best buds. But if you want, you can just private message me through the store, Happy on Main, and let me know what you want to do. If B pops in the next couple of days and says that you told her she could come pick it up for you, I'm okay with that too. So you just let me know, Anita, what you'd like to do with your deck. I'm going to make sure I put your name on it, and congratulations. So don't worry, you all have a chance to win another deck. We've got one more to give away next week. So, and then after that, we can win a gift card. Aw, yeah, I think it worked really well, guys, that dreams, like the draw. I think we'll start using that from time to time. I'm so glad that worked out. This StreamYard platform is really good, I find. I'm really starting to like it. So I think we're going to better play the music. Love you and leave you, as my buddy Blake says. And I will see everyone next week. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I just see what time it is and we've run over again. So I'm going to go play my music. And thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who's going to watch this later. I'm cheering for everyone to have the best life possible, which means sometimes we got to make room for change, even when it's uncomfortable, so that new things can happen for us. Love you and leave you. Thank you, B. All right, let's get our song playing. Until next week, everybody.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.